Welcome back to Eliot News, where we cover school, local, and national news. Let's go straight into the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Now for news from around the world. This week, Florida has been highly impacted by Hurricane Ian. Let's take a look.
Officials warned it was too late to evacuate in some places. Ian already caused severe flooding in the Florida Keys, and widespread power outages were expected across the state. Boats in some areas are ready to deliver supplies and make rescues if necessary. Hurricane Ian is one of the most powerful storms to threaten the United States in decades. Only 2 Category 5 storms have ever made landfall in the U.S. in the last 30 years, both in Florida. Millions of residents are under evacuation orders or advisories in parts of coastal Florida. We'll have reporters there for you all week long to keep you updated on the storm and recovery efforts. CNN meteorologist Jennifer Gray now explaining more about these powerful forces of nature.
Tropical systems come in all shapes and sizes. You have tropical depressions, tropical storms, and once it is strong enough to become a hurricane, you have 5 categories, with Category 5 being the strongest. The states most frequently hit by a hurricane: Florida, Louisiana, and Texas. But as much as we know about hurricanes, forecasting them is still a challenge. Just as we name each storm has its own personality. Like Katrina in 2005, which intensified rapidly overnight, going from a Category 3 to a Category 5. It became the 4th most intense hurricane on record as of that time. And the forecast track can change dramatically, like Erica in 2015. Or a system that can be viewed as relatively weak, like a tropical storm, could end up like Tropical Storm Allison in 2001. The remnants of the storm stalled over southeast Texas, dumping 35 inches of rain over Houston in just 5 days. The storm became the first non-hurricane to have its name retired.
Local news, we have great events happening right here in Tulsa.
The Air and Space Museum will be holding a biplane event where you can see the planes and speak to the pilots from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Pause for reading at Central Library where you can read to therapy dogs.
Base camp at Turkey Mountain, music, and camping starting at 4 p.m. the only night of the year that you can camp at Turkey Mountain.
Next week here at Eliot, there are many events, starting off on Wednesday when our kindergarten will be going on a field trip to the gathering place.
Thursday, there will be 4 events. Mr. Journey will be taking kids on a track meet. 2nd grade will be traveling the Discovery Lab. 5th grade will be going to the PAC. And kindergarten will have a ceremony at 11:30 a.m.
Lastly, Friday will be Joke-a-thon Day. Make sure you wear your sportswear for this event.
All right, we're going to go out to our field correspondent working with Miss Drever's class. Mr. Baldridge? Okay, yes, here I am at the Eliot Gardens. What do you guys have? I've heard that there's something new here. Can you guys tell me about it?
We just put in some new stumps in.
Some new stumps?
Yeah.
Okay, so what are the stumps for?
They're for sit on and look at bugs.
Sit on it and look at bugs. Okay, all right. So I've heard Miss Drever talk a little bit about they're not really for standing on. Would one of you comment, why is that?
Because we don't want them to jump off and get hurt and trip in the garden.
Right, so they wouldn't really make very good jumping off things. They're more of sitting things. Have you used these yourselves? Have either one of you used them?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, what did you enjoy it?
Yes.
Perfect.